Hi everybody, how are you doing? It's taken me a few days to get back on, things happening. But here I am, and I received an interesting request from heaven today for me to clear for you. So I want to talk about it a little bit before we begin. Um, and thank you for all of you who are enjoying my videos. I'm getting nice information from people I know. We're going to clear I'm angry. I doubt that there is anyone that anyone knows that's never gets the least bit angry. But understand that it's in the oneness that anger lies. It's deep within the energy of our soul and our muscular cell memory. And I'm sure you can remember a time when you've gotten angry and afterwards, well, why did I react so upset? And the higher experience of you would maybe never choose to do that. We learn a lot of these things from watching toddlers, and the simplest thing, they throw a tantrum. But we also know as parents, if we get angry, it makes everything bigger and out of hand. So when we can begin to get a level of, think of the word control now as being a control over the mastery of yourself, to not allow anger to be participant in how you choose to live your life, things can change. Situations that may bring that energy experience up to you, you're going to be able to go, oh, let me look at this another way. It's called the perception. I always say, one day I'm going to write that book. It's all about perception. But, friends, it always is. How do we perceive things? So why did someone hit me in the rear end? Who is there to really be angry at? If we look at this deeply, the only place anger lies is within yourself. And you must begin to ask why you let this fungus of anger have any power over you. And truly, you might not really right away find an answer because it's out of reach. I've found over my many years in studying consciousness, it's normally within the inner child. And wow, I know I can feel the wave of energy going through anybody. Oh, we're going to do inner child things. Well, I think today it would be perfect for you to see and to begin to change your perception and how life could be for you. Now, I understand I'm not working with one person. I'm going to put this out to the collective consciousness. And I'm going to have an energy being person be the one I will work with, but it will be something that releases all whom are willing to release. Let's remember, number one, healing can only touch the person who's willing to transform, change, or have a revolution inside. A positive one. So I have had wondrous results with the inner children. I've had psychiatrists come to me to do the work I do because it's simple and it saves 6 months or a year of talking one-on-one. We release the energy. So where is that energy? It's in the inner child. Sometimes you might find, who am I? What part of me did that? Why did I act like that? And it's an inner child that's coming up from inside that's acting out. Could have been from when you were 6 or 7. Who's to know? Doesn't matter. We collectively are going to begin to let it go. And does this one session do it? No. But it's a process that working on inner child, if these are the type of things that are affecting you, it can change your life. And I have a good example for you. And it was my doctor, one of her clients, she couldn't help. She was someone who was not going out anywhere, not able to handle a job, didn't want to drive the car. She would be totally panicked and hearing, don't do that, all these kind of voices. Well, guess what? They were all inner children. And it wasn't long after we started. This lady today holds a great job, earning great money, taking her kids on vacations. She is a total new being. So, if you're someone who's willing to look at yourself and go with me today, it's not a difficult thing. We're going to have a good time seeing these inner children, understanding perhaps another level of yourself. And we're not going to clear all the inner children in you. We're going to go to one chakra, which is the most prominent for all of you, where anger lies. And I want you to think for a moment where you think that might be. We ask, where is the inner child? I'm going to go to the second chakra. Why? Second chakra is the emotional field, and it is your reaction and action with relationships. Bingo! If I'm going to get angry, I'm going to get angry at someone who it's safe to get angry with, someone that I know loves me. And you can answer yourself if that's true or not. Those moments of insecurity, when what we do is react in rage, we do it to the person we love the most, or who's handy, either way. So, you can all ask yourself what you're angry about. Doesn't matter. Or we can keep it simple. I'm angry. Okay? But we're going to travel into that second chakra. Imagine that we're going to use our imagination, and just imagine you going through right below your abdomen. There's that chakra. It's neon orange. And I want you to take your higher self with you. If you haven't gotten to know your higher self, ask, and he or she will come with a lantern. And sometimes they need a sword to cut away because you've never been there before. It's like stagnant. It's in reaction mode. That's what inner children are. They may be reacting from a time that you got left in the crib and no one heard you and you got angry. And if there's a time today when someone doesn't call you when you want them to and you find you get angry and upset, bingo, it's all the way from when you were in the crib. And those little beings of you are still alive and think they're holding that light to help you, but we're going to set them free. So, try to follow me. My email is on my site now. You can just write me a comment and I will reach out to help you, because it doesn't have to be difficult. This is easy. Energy follows thought. It is a law of energy. What you think is what you create. So what we're going to do is some cleanup work of what created itself in a moment when it wasn't your truth, and let it begin to breathe truth again. All right? So I'm going to go with you. You're not going to be alone. So we're going to open that second chakra, neon orange, and going to clear away some of the web hanging, dust, until we, with your higher self, can walk in. And we're looking for inner children. And as we go forward up that hallway, we're going to pass a few doors. What's inside those doors? Inner children, putting in their time, holding that space for you. Every time you take your breath and can't breathe, an inner child separates and becomes and goes within the chakra. So when we're working towards ascension or evolving your path, and we're wanting to raise into a higher quotient of light, we have to look here because it's hidden within you in distortion, and we want to free it so your path can become more illuminated. All right, so I want you to keep walking forward. There's going to become a white stairway. Let's walk up that. And it's going to open to a huge room. Now, understand, the room I'm working with is galactic, but it's okay. I got it. So we're going to ask for all the little children to come into this open arena who have anger. And I'm not going to do it alone. I'm going to ask for as many angels that are necessary to come and help all of them and bring them here in this place. We're going to put up a glass wall between you, your higher self, and me, and where these children will be. So they can't have a tantrum at you. They can't do anything to you. But the angels are working. They're going out, and they're bringing these inner children. Some, let's look at it for a moment. Some are very thin. Some are hurt, crutches. Some are so angry they're ripping their clothes off. And they don't even know why, don't even remember why anymore. It's been so long. Some are girls, some are boys. Let's just let them all come. There may be even little nooks and crannies that they're really tight and hiding from. They're shy. The angels will get them out. And we will know by the energy when we feel that everyone that's necessary has come out, because we're going to offer them healing. We're going to offer them to let go of that straitjacket of being in anger and let them begin to know life. And for you, the adult, you're going to feel a great freedom and a great ability to begin to see relationships differently that are in your life and have a different perception. Now, how great will that be? So our glass wall is huge. And from every nook and cranny within this second chakra, so I hear someone's asking me, are there anger children in other chakras? Yes, they are. We're not doing them right now. This will be enough for you to get the beginning and have an experience of a shift afterwards. All right? So you can feel the room's getting very full, especially from everybody. So we're going to expand the walls out into the stars and let everybody not be left out. So I'm going to ask, is there any other people, any other little beings? And my signal says no. And I hear, we're all here, help us. So I'm going to check in with you as the adult. How are you feeling? Because it's very important that this is really what you want. Are you really willing to help these children? Can you begin to understand that they've been living a part of your life? And if you've had judgment about your anger, they're afraid that they'll lose you. Let's say for a moment you're going to become their new mom. Because apparently, not any judgment against who your mother was, but they didn't know to handle anger differently. So I must say to all of you, the adults I'm working with, are you willing to be the new mom? That we can let these children know that after they let go of the anger, that you're going to love them. That you're going to be able to hold and embrace them. Where now you might be afraid that the least little thing's going to tick them off, and there you go. So I get a yes from everyone. And if you can hear, you're going to hear an echo of yes. It's a beautiful vocal that's coming towards me of all the little ones who understand, and they deserve to be helped. So let's do healing now. The first thing we're going to release is shyness. Anger at the self because they're too afraid to wake up. So to cover that up, they get angry. What are we going to do with that? We're going to let every little child have a new set of clothes. Whatever it is they're wearing, I'm asking the angels to give each and every one a new set of clothes. So they are no longer who they think they are. They are becoming more of their light and their truth. Next, we're going to address the ego. There's going to be like a little platform with a shower on it, walked out by the angels to every single child. And they're going to pull the string, and this beautiful starlight, blue light's going to pour down over each child. Cleansing, purification, releasing. And you can see their little faces are starting to wake up. Like, well, where am I? And where have I been? The anger is being dissolved on a cellular memory and their aura to set them free. Let's give everybody time. Every angel and every child has an angel. No one's left behind. So I'm going to offer that to you, the adult, to stand up on the platform. We'll pull the string for you and let this beautiful cleansing light come down through the inner part of you and out around you, clearing situations of anger that you remember. Let them go. They are not your truth. You are a beautiful, beautiful experience of Mother, Father's light. You just haven't been able to find it yet. Today is a beginning. Let the light become you. Let the joy renew. Be free and be you. Just all the angels, we're going to help everyone clear from the vibration, letting it go. And they're still behind the glass, remember. So, for any anger that's left, we're going to unwrap the black fabric of anger. See, we released a lot of it, but this is for those little nick and crannies. Oh, this won't hurt anybody. Yes, it will. We're going to take that away. No one will ever know. Yes, we will. You will. Atapusha, pick the little piece away. Ooh, 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 ooh. Last bit of black fabric. Let it go. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, adult, I want you to take a moment and look at these children. Look at yourself. If there is still a thought from anger that we need to clear, I will listen. I hear resistance. Very good. Very good. And let me see how we can release this from all these children. I want every little child to imagine they have been in a box of resistance. Because the reason they've had that is to be safe. And I'm going to offer them a flower there inside the box. And it's a magical flower. For if you take the flower and love the box, it will fall away and you will be in a beautiful meadow of flowers. And it will allow resistance to leave. So, within a box, I'm going to give you a beautiful, magical flower. And when you willingly choose to leave this place, touch the box and it will open to a beautiful meadow. Excellent. Excellent. Now I see some little children beginning to skip in circles and sing and be joyful. I want to just see if there are any that are left over. So now I have one last piece for those few who still have anger. We're going to imagine there is a anger workroom, and we're going to take them there. And whatever it is that they're still angry about or who they're angry about, I'm going to give them an image of that, and they can do whatever they need to do to get that anger out, because there's another wall of glass. They can't hurt anybody. This is only deep within yourself. No one can be hurt. It's only the avenue to help them release. And when they have gotten tired and they sit down, then we know they have let it go. Now, the anger room is always very special because we always have a visitor when we come here. And in from your right side comes the image of Jesus himself as he sits on like a curved bench, and all the children, as they get done, go over to Jesus to receive forgiveness and to remember that they are as he is. And I see about 10 little children running out to all the others, letting them know. And Jesus follows all of them into the large room, touching everyone with a hug or with a tap on the head, reminding them that you are as he is. We are a part of the oneness in unity. Breathe. You're doing very well. And I hope you can feel the energy that I feel within my heart and out my hands that is just surrounding everybody. So I'm going to speak to you that's standing next to me. Are you willing to love these children? And I'm going to ask you to pick one child that is just that you're very drawn to. So I see a little girl gets brought out. Everyone else is still behind. And I give the adult a chair to sit in and ask her to pick the little child up and to put her in her arms and let her begin to rock in the chair. And you can all do this to one of your children that you're working with. And you know that it's possible that the depth of the love this little child can hold as a receiving it, and the depth of the child, the love you'll see and feel holding that child, you've probably not experienced before. So let's let 6 months go by of rocking, of getting to know each other, to begin to trust that you're there for them and they're going to be there to bring joy into your life, to help you with seeing in perception the innocence, bringing innocence. Excellent. Very good. So, 6 months is done. I want you to look in that child's little face and ask her what she'd like to say to you. And listen. Usually, they say, I love you. And what would you like to say to that little child? Good. So I want you to get up from the chair, little child in your hand, and let's open the glass walls. And let everybody and you together become a wholeness as you make a great circle holding hand to hand. Your energy is going to go out to the right. Everyone will hold hands and it'll come back around to your left. And you let me know. No, it doesn't have to be to everyone's little children, to the ones that are yours. And in the end, it will touch them all. Excellent. A lot of warmth, a lot of love. So I'm going to give every child of all of you a little bell. A little bell to hold in their hand. Angels will help me. And I'm going to say to them, if there is anyone here who has a feeling that isn't a happy one or a good feeling, to ring that bell and that we will help them. I hear one from a very tall child, a boy. And he's saying to me, I don't deserve all this love. That it challenges him to be in all this happiness. So let's all breathe. For while we are not the ones who come forward with it, and knowing that we are all one, it is a part of us. So let me ask the higher angels to come and show me, what do we do here? How do we help not just him, but everyone? I want to say to this young man and to all others, he's simply forgotten the spark of light that's in his heart. There's nothing he needs to remember deserving. He needs to look in his heart and see his threefold flame, yellow, pink, and blue, light blue, and feel it burning and igniting and growing, and that he is God's light. He is the light that we are all looking for. Every one of you, wherever you are, whatever language you speak, you are the one we are all looking for. And we're grateful and that you spoke up to remind us of who we really are. We all deserve the blessings that God holds. We all open to receive and to own all God wishes to bring each of us. And that is all things. All things. And I say again one more time, let's give everyone a suit of new clothes. New shoes to walk your path. New dresses, new slacks and a shirt to feel confident and free. And a new perception from the heart and the eye to see love, to see the love in all things. Good. This feels good to me. Now, all we have to do now is take them to a place that's happy and wonderful. And where else would that be but a wonderful resort that has everything? So we're going to journey from the second chakra right up your channel into your heart, where there is and always has been a beautiful resort. It has tables and tables of food, a merry-go-round, a pool, a bike, ponies, and there is a room in the resort for each individual, and they must all have a rocker that an angel at night can always come and rock you to sleep. so that you know and remember that you are. You can pick your own color of room, whatever you want, because here there is freedom, and here you will continue to grow and support them, that being who you are within, and begun to become whole. Let's take a cleansing breath and feel the freedom, not only that they have, but that you have, having freedom within you. And now, it's hard to find anger, but let's take a deep breath and own peace and happiness. So as we take a breath and come back into the room, I hope you can be aware of the greater light you are, and begin to allow yourself to see in your daily experience how maybe perceptions are different, and how maybe what was so necessary for you to get angry about isn't anymore. We did touch things, they transformed, and they became light. There is no other way to look at it. It is up to you to allow it and to choose to let it be so. So thank you for joining me here in my healing room. And the light, it is here for you. Many blessings. Remember, subscribe, thumbs up, and apparently hit the bell. Thanks. Bye-bye.